You knew what this was.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Do You Even Read? With my buddy and co-host, Inkspots. No. Well, I mean, that's what happened last week. No, we didn't. So, yeah. But this week, yes. Yes, we do.
I read it. I did.
It's good. It's a good book. It's a good book. Ann Nocenti knows how to tell a good story. As a matter of fact, I have a novel up here. Let me see if I can grab it. Okay.
What's up, Flying Feline? Fanta, what's up, guys? Glad to see you here. Just getting that book.
I actually have an X-Men novel written by Ann Nocenti.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really good too. It's really well done, and yeah, involving Mojo and the Mojo verse, and you know, obviously.
Now, is this the first Mojo in this book here?
Oh yeah, in this book,
okay.
that's Mojo, the original spineless one, the fat blob on the spider legs.
Yeah, the fun one.
Yep. That's the original Mojo. I never understood that whole Mojo 2 thing. Like, you know, I mean, obviously the sequel, because, you know, he's a TV entity. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know, it didn't feel like Mojo. And, you know, the original Mojo always comes back.
Yeah. He's an ugly sucker.
Skull Flying Feline. Thanks for coming to hang out. Favorite troublemaker. I hope you saved me some of those bangers and mash, because it looks really fucking good.
Bangers and mash.
With the stout onion gravy. Oh my god. She's gonna win. You realize this, right? She's gonna win again. I mean, I did my best. I kind of threw my little, you know, mozzarella stuffed meatballs together at the last minute. I was like, yeah, let's do this. So I just had a chunk of mozzarella. But what's up, Fanta? Thanks for coming to hang out. Appreciate you coming here.
Hey,
let's see.
Hope you got to sleep good the other night with my little lullaby. So. This one might be a short one, guys, because I'm pretty tired. So.
Yeah, kind of exhausted. I hear you, dude.
I did studies all day. I didn't go to work today. I just stayed home because I had to absorb a bunch of material for this, and I got to do a lot of math. So I had to get all my conversions, memorize all the conversions for, you know, water pressure and things like that, and water column pressure, and just crazy stuff, man. A lot of math.
Well, yeah.
But pretty soon I'll be done. I got one more week, and then I'm going take the test. I'm gonna ace it. I did the practice test today, 99%. So it's in the bag. It's in the bag, yo.
Nice, dude.
Then back to doing comics again.
Well, congratulations on getting the 99%, man. And yeah, just keep yo studying up. You know,
oh, she fell straight to sleep.
Yeah. I'll have to go listen to it. What's up, Lakem? Welcome. Good to see you, man.
Hello.
Good to see you. Not often we get to see our boy Lakem. He's
Is it the last name Amir? Amir?
Yeah. Lakem Amir. Yeah. He's an old school dude from back in the day. That's over on Fraga's channel, Couch Doodles.
Cool name.
Yeah, man.
He's
a fantastic artist too. been doing all kinds of stuff. He's working on his own book right now.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
As we all are.
Right? Well, I mean, that's what we do. We love comics.
That's
Feline,
right.
you are correct. That crazy sandwich is pretty damn tasty looking. 99%. That's awesome, Ink. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, thank you.
It is, man. Hells yeah, you got this, boy.
When I first took it, I got a 34%. So
Oh shit! Yeah, that studying helped.
it took me a few weeks. It was very hard though. It's probably the hardest certification, or it's harder than getting your plumbing license. It was really complicated. So
It certainly sounds like it.
and it's all stuff I'll never use again after I get the certification. So.
Well, they have to make sure you feel like you got your money's worth with the test.
So for today, I do have I have the book both in the collected edition, and I have the originals scanned in. So we can go either way. First thing I want to say is the collected edition cover is, ugh, I don't like it. Plus, why does Longshot have the wrong colored hair?
Yeah. No, this kind of just feels phoned in, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I like the little dude down here. You
Yeah.
know, whatever he called Puppy or whatever he calls him in the. What is his real name? Gog.
Gog.
Yeah, Gog.
Yeah.
He looks kind of cool, but Longshot's all messed up. And look at even, like, yeah, this is horrible. That
Yeah,
wraparound
it's just
belt and
again kind of just phoned in.
colors didn't help it any. He made him a redhead to begin with, which is ridiculous. And then like there's no shape or anything. It just looks flat. So yeah, I don't like the trade cover. Let's look at the original #1 cover here. Oh, we go back to the first. So there was the original cover. And yeah, I like the original cover better. Looks much better. So
The original cover is definitely much better.
what I do find is that the line work does come much clearer in the trade, though. Even though the color is not good, you can see the line work a little clearer because it's crisper. So we got a writer and Nascenti. And then you said this is Arthur Adams' very first work ever.
Yep, this is his first published comic work. Yeah.
And then you have Willis Protasio.
Yep.
Pretty cool on inks.
Yeah, Wills does a great job on inks here.
And we can just forget this person right here because we don't reward bad work.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I mean, to be fair, the reprints of these, the colors are oversaturated. But again, they were printing on newsprint, so.
But even on the originals, it's just, I don't know. It seemed like a mess to me. But so what do you want to say to start it out, Luke?
I love the figure work that Arthur Adams uses throughout this entire series. I mean, but that's one of my favorite things about Arthur Adams in general. I really feel like reading this, like the storytelling, the figure movement, he was having a lot of fun. He was excited.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good acting with the facial features, you know, like emoting. Even with the creatures, like the creatures, Arthur Adams, you know, he really puts a lot of like emoting in creatures, you know, like Gog we were talking about, like that cover.
Yeah.
The one saving grace of that fucking cover we were just looking at was Gog's face, you know, with the eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like the first issue was probably a little rough, and then it got better and better as it got towards the sixth issue. You kind of see what Arthur Adams is going to be in the future, you know. But I can see like it's his first book, so
Yeah.
He's probably under that first time he's under that tight deadline and trying to get this stuff done. So, book one starts out with Longshot kind of being ported into our world from another dimension, and he doesn't remember anything about himself.
Has no clue who he is, where he comes from, even what his name is.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a name right now.
So right now he's still in what is it? Mojo World, Mojo's Dimension. Is that what it's called? Mojo World.
Mojoverse, yeah.
Mojoverse. And so he's being chased by these creatures right here, and all of a sudden he ends up porting. No, I didn't get. Was that clear to you? Like, does he just have the ability to make those portals?
No, he's if you look at his dialogue, he's like, I don't know where this is going to go, but I mean, I've got death behind me or unknown ahead of me. Like, what's this exploding or blowing up in front of me? You know, he's got his hand out. And is he in Mojoverse? Because
I thought he was, but he
I'm not
like
sure. It's a little muddy.
So that's what I'm gonna say right off the bat. This book, for me, you liked the story. For me, it was a nightmare for me to even figure out what was going on. I thought the dialogue was infantile and horrendous. It was a chore. It was an absolute chore for me to get through it, and I skipped a lot of the dialogue because I just was, I don't know. Maybe a lot of it was because the character like doesn't know who he is, and so he's saying a lot of stuff that seems pretty nonsense. And
well, I mean, you got to remember, Longshot is coming from Mojoverse, where there is just nonsense, a lot of nonsense, like TV-esque nonsense, you know. So I can see that. There's a definite air of nonsensical to it, but again, I feel like that's coming from Mojo, and like
also I believe I read that this was her very first comic book. Right.
Yeah, she'd done a lot of editing and fixing of scripts and whatnot in the X office. Yeah, she was a big, huge part of the X office. So yeah, this was a long shot of a series, you know, in general, not just because the character's name is Longshot, because Marvel was taking a chance on both of these people.
I would say that if Arthur Adams wasn't attached to this book would be completely forgettable. That's what I would say. Okay. I did not enjoy the story at all. To me, he's a male. He's kind of got the same powers as Domino. You know.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's
probability.
Got luck, probability. Always comes out in his favor. And I wasn't really enjoying the first couple of pages, but then when I got to this group shot here, then I was like, oh, yeah there's Adams.
Yeah.
now I'm seeing it. So
totally.
So upon getting to our dimension, the first thing he does is he saves an old lady from getting hit by a car. And then you kind of see his luck powers because they hit this building, the gargoyle rattles, and a bunch of money just falls out of the gargoyle that was hidden there by a thief or something. So already he's got weird things that his luck is giving him. And then he meets a weird, like a doomsday prepper, I guess you would call him.
Yeah, he would be considered a doomsday prepper. Because one line in here is like, I hope the world doesn't end, even though you won't get to test out your bunker.
And again, the dialogue is just strange, and maybe it was just different.
It's a different time
in the 80s, because it doesn't feel to me like this is how anybody would talk or anything. I don't know. It's just some of the dialogue for me just fell way short, and I'm like,
look at that bottom panel though. The facial expression there though.
Oh yeah, I love this panel right here, man.
Yeah. I mean that's great. That's great emoji. You can just kind of see the in the guy's face. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Also, I want to point out that Longshot only has 4 fingers, including his thumb.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at the 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And then a
4.
thumb. Yep. That's because he's a copy of a human.
Yeah.
He's a copy of a human.
Isn't he a clone of his future son? Weird.
No,
thing.
Shatterstar was said to be a future clone of Longshot, but Shatterstar is actually the son of Dazzler and Longshot.
Okay.
That was kidnapped from them, and then they were mind wiped.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
At
least if I remember correctly.
There was some strange backstory, like he's a clone.
Well, I mean, back then that was all the rage. Clones and twins or twin clones that have starry eyes and psionic powers, and then are either thrown into the future or grown up in the. I don't know.
And then there's
Cable, Longshot, Shatterstar, Strife, all those guys.
There's a goofy bit here where he tries to talk to the mannequins in the window, and he's wondering why they don't talk back to him.
Yep.
And then he steals a coat, a woman's coat.
It's it's a fish out of water story.
Yeah.
You know. He think of like an overgrown kind of child, like a childish mind.
That's
he doesn't really understand. He has these instincts that he follows, but he doesn't really understand the world. Yeah.
And so,
what's up, King Lee? Welcome. Twins, Basil. Twins.
So this is a dude from the same dimension. He's from.
Yeah.
And he gets called a dog, like puppy or whatever, and he goes off to meet the Doomsday Prepper guy, kind of sees his place, and reads in a newspaper that there's a baby missing, and pretty much sets out on a little quest in the first issue to save the baby.
Yep.
And this is the baby's mom, and the baby was kidnapped by a bunch of Mojo's goons from that dimension, and they're trying to reopen a portal to get back there. There are a few cool characters that are created in this series, though. Like Spiral is created.
Yeah, Spiral's great.
Spiral's a great looking character. She's cool.
Yeah. Look at that panel right there. That is an awesome panel with the creature in the background behind him and his eye glowing.
Oh yeah.
Like that's one of the cool things about Longshot. He can pick up something. He can kind of empathically get an impression of what happened around this object, especially if there's like a certain trauma or something.
Yeah, he finds this doll that they left, and you can see like a backstory to it, and it kind of gives him an idea of where he needs to go. So they do set out to find the creatures that kidnapped the baby, and they're up here trying to open a portal, and they're going to sacrifice the baby. I guess that was what their intention was, to open that portal back to Mojoverse. So. And the characters aren't really rendered out that much in this issue, either. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is getting towards the end of the issue. I mean, again, this is the first book, and you got to imagine he's probably getting used to that deadline.
But then also you get poses like this with like all them arms that he had to pose.
Yep.
And the perspective coming out, you can already see like early like greatness coming out in him. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at the little panel there where Longshot is like kind of ducked down and has got a hand on the boar dude. Yeah. I mean, look at the acting and the emoting and the body language on both of those. That's great, especially in such a small space.
Yeah, you see this and you don't like. You can see little bits, but you don't see like this guy's gonna be like one of the most legendary artists of all time.
Right?
It's crazy. So, yeah.
Yeah, I really, like I said, I really do like the storytelling in this. The panel layout. I look at the tilting of the thing and breaking of the panel borders there. That wasn't done a whole lot back then. You know,
No.
now I mean we see that shit all the time, but back then that wasn't done. This was new. This was interesting. It's different.
Even like right here, he takes a little slice out of the panel there.
Yeah, I think that was for the page numbering.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, back in the day, yeah, they used to put page numbers in. They take them. If you go back and look at the actual book, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he did that on all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, smack me in the face. Whatever. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a
See, like
old school
these
trick.
are, like in the newsprint version, like this sort of stuff. This is really hard to read in the newsprint because it gets really absorbed by that paper.
Yeah, it gets a little muddy.
And you're right, I guess. Oh, look at that. That's a great.
That's
right there.
rad.
The spiral.
Yeah.
Look at all them arms. That's a great panel too with the woman. Definitely, there's the Art Adams like face like coming to life there, like how he draws all of his women's faces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Monkey Man and O'Brien, you can kind of see.
Monkey Man and O'Brien's great.
Yeah.
We should add that to the list too.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that book. Yeah, especially like the way he draws Gog in this one. He hasn't figured it out quite yet in this issue.
Longshot, yuck, what a name.
And so, from the first issue to the second issue, there's like a massive jump in like quality and detail. Like, it's pretty crazy. Like, you can already get that like I don't know, like the vibe, almost like the first Lobo series kind of vibe from this. Like, I don't know if that came out at the same time, and he was kind of, but I kind of get that same vibe from these pages. Like, just something changed from issue 1 to issue 2, like a lot.
Yeah.
So here, he ends up they're filming a movie, and he ends up in the middle of it somehow with Gog, and then he meets her. Ricochet, is that what they call her?
Ricochet Rita, yeah.
Yeah, Ricochet Rita.
Yep, Ricochet Rita.
And she's like a
Yeah.
stunt woman.
Yep, and
With that motorcycle.
kind of a natural fit considering he was Longshot was actually part of Mojo's movie
Yeah.
crew stuff over there. So
Like,
look at
these are
that.
Really well drawn.
I love that use of a 2-page spread.
Yeah.
And the body language of the actor diva down there, like, I'm not gonna do it, throwing his wig off.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole second issue is like way better than the first issue. It's crazy. It's just, you see this massive jump in ability.
Wonder, I don't know.
If he had more time or
But
something.
yeah, I wonder what the time situation was like if he just had more time.
Look at that. That's good.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Very cool. Anyway, he ends up working for the movie kind of producer guy, and he gets hurt pretty bad.
And he starts hanging out with the stunt woman, starts figuring out who he is, and then the Mojoverse goons come after him, of course.
Mm-hmm. So he gets all messed up, and this guy, he doesn't want to get in trouble, and so he loads him up in a pickup truck and throws him in a frickin' river.
He's a real fucking
This
sleaze.
is crazy. That is a crazy twist to a comic. He's like he's pulled it. It's so disgusting. sink, you. His lungs fill with water. I can't breathe. He's rising. It's like,
Oh, that's the other thing about Longshot. His bones are hollow, so he's lighter than a normal person.
and he has 2 hearts too.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, he has 2 hearts.
Yeah.
Chapter 3. So this is kind of funny. This guy goes to commit suicide. When he jumps off the bridge, he lands on Longshot and then ends up pulling him out.
Yeah.
It's another kind of a goofy...
I mean, this like you said, there's definitely a goofy tone, and and the dude tries to like hang himself, and then Longshot throws the knife and cuts him down.
Yeah, he tries to hang himself from a tree. He keeps trying to kill himself.
Yeah, he's trying. Yeah,
This is a flashback when he was made. He kind of is getting parts of his memory back.
look at the technology, around, the
Now, you're gonna
layers.
see this exact same kind of stuff over in X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Either, I don't know if it was at the same time or like if it was afterwards. I think this was like 85 or something. I can't remember.
This might have been before then.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
remember, you see Wolverine in this exact same, like, even all this stuff, like, exactly. So
Oh yeah, especially on Genosha.
a little swiping going on, Jim Lee. What's going on?
I mean, Appleseed, what? Just saying.
Yeah. Like this is the exact Wolverine pose in one of the X books that Jim Lee drew. Like this right here. Like exactly.
Wow.
You see that now? That's crazy. And we see Mojo here. He doesn't really look like the Mojo we're used to. Not quite.
No,
yet.
he doesn't have nearly as many cords like coming out like hair.
Yeah.
I guess they kind of added more as they went along.
And then look how long that finger is.
Yeah. He's got like 4 joints.
Yeah, 4 joints.
Yeah. Well, 3 joints on a knuckle, I guess. But yeah. His overlong finger.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this coloring at all. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and even in the newsprint,
Yeah.
it works, but I mean, it does get a little muddy.
Yeah, that's what I noticed in the newsprint because it was a scanned in from the original newsprint. That things are really tough to read. Check out Spiral right there. That's rad.
Yeah, she's badass. Yeah. I do think these reprints would benefit from them toning the colors down a little.
Yeah, a
like
lot.
if they could just pull down the saturation by about maybe 30 to 40%.
Now here we're getting fun. He's having a little fun with Gog now, and it's looking better. Yeah, he's kind of figuring out what he actually looks like. And
he's getting into a groove.
yeah, and like that's a classic Adam's face right there. Like there's a lot of that face in his work. So.
I mean, scroll, go back to the last page, the You're Nobody panel down there. I mean, look at that. That face is great. It's sinister, and you can see it speaking.
Yeah. I love that face.
Yeah, that's great.
He always does that with the one eye squinted and the other eye wide open. He does a lot.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. The hands. Arthur Adams does great hands as well. It's another one of my favorite things about him. So yeah, a series of misadventures with Longshot, affecting various other people. As he tries to figure out who he is.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think maybe was weird for me too about because it's a miniseries, so usually you would think it would be one long cohesive story,
right?
Explaining it, but it wasn't. It was more like these individual little pieces.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was little vignettes and overlapping characters and story. And see, now here you get a crossover with Peter Parker and Spider-Man and She-Hulk. And
then,
hell yeah, we get to see Arthur Adams draw Spider-Man and She-Hulk.
And then Sword of the Sorcerer Supreme comes in later, helps
Yep.
him win. Yep. Yeah, this was when I saw this page. This is a good page, man. Even though it's really just a Talking Heads page. I mean, that's some good art, man. I really dig this page. And the colors ain't bad either. The colors are good on this page. So
Yeah, they work for this definitely. They're not as overabundant as on the last issue.
yeah,
You know what I mean? They're pulled back just a little bit. Like, yeah.
Check her out. She's got the leg warmers on.
Hey, it was the 80s, man. Of course she did.
She's like, I barely hit him, and he just flies.
Yeah. Look at him fly. I didn't hit him that hard.
Yeah.
And he bends, that's the thing, though. If he bends the pole there, if his bones were hollow, they'd probably shatter unless they're, supposed to be
true.
stronger.
That's true.
Heavy on the primary colors. Yeah, totally. That's what they had to 80s.
Now we're getting the right Mojo look here.
Yeah.
Like he figured him out, especially this bottom panel right there. That is a great Mojo shot right there. Where he's showing
For
like,
sure.
the top of his head and everything. And then you get to see his spider. Yeah. Oh, this too, right here.
Yeah.
The little, good stuff. It's good.
But look at that middle panel right there. Yeah. Like you can tell that he's having a lot of fun with Mojo.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the late 80s, most of the 90s, like, comics were pretty damn fun back then. They had a lot of fun characters.
Yeah.
And a lot of great stories. Man, look how he like developed her out, and she just looks so cool now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff.
It is very cool to see the characters visually develop along the way in this series.
Because you can kind of see he didn't really know what they looked like when they first, and then he kind of, slowly molds them into what we know now. So, She-Hulk action. Just barely gets away from her, and then here comes Spider-Man.
See, and he pins her sweater down, and then she rips out of it.
Yeah.
Hate to ruin a good designer sweater.
Yeah, and she's all pissed too because she
Yep.
ruined her clothes, and then he gets away. Look at those. That's definitely how women dressed back then.
That's peak 80s, man. But I mean, she's hot. Look at her.
Mm-hmm. That's how. She's supposed to look.
Yeah, I agree. Look at that Spider-Man. We don't often get to see Arthur Adams render Spider-Man, and
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's okay.
He's doing some covers for Spider-Man right now,
Is he?
which are really really good.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, hell, that Spider-Man up at the top on that last
he?
page, that actually almost looked like a Ramita.
Yeah. I mean,
That
he's
middle
had
panel.
30 years since this to hone his craft into a master.
Well, I mean, he's fantastic.
For me, it's his monsters and stuff that are like my
Yeah.
favorite things that he draws. And
Well,
I
those
love
are
the
his
way-
favorite things to draw.
I love the way he draws the Fantastic Four. I love it when he draws the Fantastic Four. Like the thing
dude.
never looked better. So
Yeah. My favorite Fantastic Four issues though are the new Fantastic Four with the Gray Hulk, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, and Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, that was my favorite incarnation of the Fantastic Four.
Look at that Mojo shot. 2 great Mojo shots right in a row. Just really good stuff.
It's
And
just
then
evil
Spyro
and
looks
sinister.
great up there. Yeah, he's like, they're debating whether they should just should just wipe humans out. Because they don't like us freaking, we got backbones and...
Yep. Mojo is jealous, angry. But I mean, look at again. I love the body language. I love the emoting, the acting of the figures, the characters.
Yeah, even this right here, like with her leg up, you can feel like she's pushing herself backwards, putting her leg up to kind of like protect herself.
100%. Yeah. And you know, there is something I do like about the flat colors. Especially like as we're getting into this sequence here.
Yeah.
Like it really works for this. And this whole, I guess, kind of dream sequence kind of reminds me some of the stuff that was done in Miracle Man. You know?
Okay,
you ever read Miracle Man?
Yeah, I've read it. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Kind of like that UK feel a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's
definitely
just me.
No, it does have that. It definitely has that. Come on. Yeah, I think the colors do get... I see right here again, the colors they use on him are just horrible.
I don't think they knew what to do with him. That's kind of what I've been kind of piecing together as this series went on, looking at it again, you know, with older perspective. I don't think they were sure how to color him because at the beginning his eyebrows did not stand out like, you know, like he was a ginger, you know, like he was Duncan MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, you know.
Yeah, he looks good there. Again, like one eye open bigger than the other one, like that classic.
Yeah. Well, and you notice he's a lot bigger than he used to be too.
Yeah. Look at his belly.
Yeah.
Well, he says that to him, and they're like, "Why do you have spikes on your back and tail now? What's going on?"
Oh, Gog eating good.
Out there, looking there, yeah.
Looking wicked.
He's almost got like fish fins on his back.
Oh, he's got Stegosaurus plates.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. No, Arthur Adams loves monsters, dinosaurs, and specifically the Stegosaurus. I have seen a lot of his stuff with like Stegosaurus plates, like Stegosaurus Man, you know, and good old Spiral.
Oh wait, that's a great panel right there. That little one down there. Lots, just great action.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching the master grow. Here we get some Doctor Strange action. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Spiral again. Sorry, I'm going through it a little fast. I'm just,
it's fine, man. I know
tired.
you. Yeah, Quark is introduced here as well. The Ram dude with the glowing eye. Let's.
I love that face. The fat right there.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I love how they strapped her to the front of the ship.
Yeah, yeah. Doctor Strange looks great right there.
Doesn't he, though?
Yeah.
Did you know that they did a Doctor Strange made-for-TV movie on ABC way back in the day, in the 70s? Yeah. He had that exact mustache.
They used Burt Reynolds?
No, but they could have.
Yeah, they could have.
Probably should have.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 2-page spread right there.
A big money shot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, he changed a ton. I love
He
this.
grew a ton over the course of this miniseries.
I like the way, yeah. Very cool. That
The
right
hands.
there,
Look at Doctor Strange's hand down there in that last panel.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at Gog's hands. You know, just the movement, the storytelling. You know.
Yeah. You could have made his little knives a little cooler. They look like ice.
A little more threatening.
Like they look like popsicles or like.
They look
rubber,
like
rubber
they look
cake
like
spatulas.
Yeah, cake spatulas. Exactly. That is what I have always thought as a kid. I was like, why is he throwing cake spatulas at him?
I wonder if.
Those are supposed to be knives.
I wonder if you referenced a cake spatula so you could see it from all different angles. You know.
I mean, maybe.
You never know, man. You never know.
Time to banish him to another reality. I'm still hungry.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Dude, that's some good stuff right there. That's some really good stuff right there. Look at the way that I love the way his that leg looked, and that leg, man. The arm.
Oh yeah, the anatomy, the body language. Again, that's one of the things that's always been my favorite about Arthur Adams. But you know, you can really see it by the end of this series. You know, he's definitely.
And just imagine what the pencils look like. Probably were freaking amazing. Yeah, this is great. I mean, that's really great. I love that.
Yeah.
All the wires and cables.
Again, you can really tell that he's having a lot of fun with this.
I mean, this is issue 6, and you can tell like the growth from that first issue to here is like leaps and bounds. You know, 6 months time, and he's already like improved like 5 years worth. You know,
right? You know what, man? First book, first issue, might be a little worried. You know what I mean? Like, might be a little anxious, might be a little, shit, can I do this? Can I do this? And then, you know, something between the first and the second issue changed, and he just like, fuck it, yes I can. And,
I mean, look
you know,
at these
full bore.
Perspective shot. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude. Like, you're looking at the back of her facing down on a 3/4 top view. Holy crap. It's not easy.
Nope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really nice stuff.
Scene of Mojo killing a cat, so you absolutely hate the fat bastard.
Yep. Look at that. That long panel in the middle there. Ah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's striking. That's just perfect story beat right there.
Well, I mean, that's wide panel cinematic storytelling back before that was like a thing. You remember how we went over the Authority, right?
Yeah.
Brian Hitch was doing those wide panels, you know, and that was the cinematic storytelling, you know, boom, the start or whatever. But here, Arthur Adams is using it to great effect. You know, it was just an aspect of what he did. You know, it wasn't the whole thing. You know, not knocking that stuff that came after. I'm just saying, you know, Arthur Adams was doing it back then too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just great emoting, great rendering.
At that. Look at
that
face, man. Wow.
Yep.
Poor dog.
Right.
What an asshole.
That is Mojo to a T. And Quark and Doctor Strange showing up. Man, I would have, like, back then, seeing this, like, as a comic reader, I would have been like, man, put this dude on a Doctor Strange book. I want to see what he can do.
Oh, man, imagine that crazy stuff.
Right?
Crazy stuff.
Let him get high on Ditko and then just, you know, go crazy. Yeah, those Rams.
Some Thor, too. Some Thor would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Did he do any
hell, I'd still read a Doctor Strange story with Arthur Adams doing the artwork for it, but they can't afford him to do interiors anymore.
Yeah. Look at Spiral right there, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
Bam. Like, yeah. He doesn't pick easy shots either. Like, he picks like hard shots to draw.
Well, he's picking shots that serve the story, that tell the story in the most the action oriented way. I mean, it's visually striking. All the shots that he picks are visually striking. Like that shot of Mojo rocketing away or rocketing down with the spider legs, tucked up underneath a few pages back. I mean, that's a fucking crazy shot.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you just passed it. Keep going. There it is.
Oh, right.
Look at
there,
that. Yeah. I mean, look at the hands of like what is almost a silhouetted figure, but then he puts in all the detail of the legs and the rockets and everything. Shadows out the figure itself in the face, but gives you all that mechanical detail down there. It's fucking sick.
And then they end up going back to Mojo World to try to help all the other clones.
Yep.
She's just cool. She's a cool character, man.
Yeah, Spiral is definitely a cool character, and she shows up over and over. She showed up in the animated TV series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the X-Men animated series. Yeah. Longshot, Mojo, and Spiral all show up. They did a couple episodes Mojoverse.
That's so cool. I love the shots of Mojo, and it shows all the electronics pulling his eyes open or whatever.
Yeah.
That's very cool stuff, man. Yeah, like that. That's cool. It's pulling his lids back.
Well, it's a nod to A Clockwork Orange.
Ah.
Because they had the things that held his eyes open, so he had to watch.
Yep.
And Mojo is always watching. You notice he never blinks. His eyes are never shut. He's always watching. That's why he's always got screens. So, yeah. Look at that cape, man.
Yeah.
Fucking great. And then, again, the hands. Even just like a simple closed hand.
I like that. It's just a blank panel down there with just a figure. That's pretty cool. No box or anything.
They used to do that back then. Nobody does that simple. Because look at that panel compared to the rest of the page. It stands out, and it kind of I don't know. The page kind of fades out at the bottom. You know what I mean?
White panels, dude.
Yeah.
I did that one
What's
page
up, Mike?
in Cash
Good
Grab
to see you,
where I
homie.
used all white paneling, because I love that so
Yeah.
much, and
Well, it's a classic look.
The editor kept trying to, and he really wanted me to color that, and I'm like, I'm not coloring that background. I love white panels, and he didn't like white panel borders either, and it's like, no, white panel borders are classic.
White panel borders are classic. They're open. I mean, they're white for a reason.
Yep.
I mean, back then, putting black panel borders would saturate the page, and you'd have all kinds of muddy ink.
Yeah, almost every book I do, they want me to paint or color the panel borders now, and I hate that so much. I love the classic white panel borders.
Yeah, well, it's more open. Use black panel borders only when you want to make the story feel oppressive and claustrophobic. But white panel borders are open, and they allow the story to flow, to breathe.
So that
Mike
sixth
McMahon
issue
says,
must have been oversized. That's a long issue.
It might have been. Mike McMahon says this is the Bible for almost all the Image guys. Michael Golden was the other influence for them. Yep.
Yeah.
We need to find some Michael Golden stuff to go over.
Yeah.
What's going on, Seth? Welcome.
Check that out. That's cool. Left it open like that.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. That last little shot there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he would have done a great Doctor Strange.
Absolutely. I would have totally.
Did he ever do any Thor?
Not. I want to say yes. I do like that back cover though.
Yeah, the back cover's cool.
Yeah, that back cover is very cool. I want to say that he did do some Thor, but maybe I'm just thinking of covers.
All right, that was the end, man.
That was the miniseries. That was LONGSHOT.
For me, like I said, the story wasn't hitting for me, but the art definitely was a treat, man. It was. But I think that's with me. That's with most things. Like the older stuff seems to be a bit too cheesy for me. It's hard for me to get into the story, but the artwork is always like redeems it for me. So.
Oh yeah, I mean even if the story is not that great, at least you had Arthur Adams' artwork to fall back on. Now, sometimes if the story's bad enough, the artwork can't save it. I'm just staring at the pictures, not paying attention to one bit of the story. But I don't know. Maybe it was the time that I read it, but I still enjoyed the story. I mean, yeah, it's a little hokey by today's standards, but rereading it again, I didn't feel like it was too out of place. Again, I might be reading it through nostalgia eyes.
Yeah, for me, not all of it, but a lot of the 80s stuff is very hard for me to get through. I just.
Oh, okay, well then it might just be the patois from back then. The way things were written and the way they spoke.
And there was a lot of paneling issues too.
Right.
Not paneling issues, but word balloon issues in LONGSHOT, where they would have a word balloon shifted over to the wrong side of the panel or something, so it didn't read real clearly.
Oh yeah.
So there was a lot of that in there too.
There was. I noticed that there was a lot of that, a lot more of that back then than there was, than later on.
Yeah.
But again, if you want to check out, folks, if you want to check out something Ann Nocenti, this book is actually really good. You got Mojo, you got Wolverine, you got Rogue, Jean Grey. It's about an Ultramax orbiting prison for ultraviolet Avengers. And the X-Men find out that there's a mutant being kept there against their will. And so they got to go bust him out.
Heck yeah. So
yeah.
For me, it was a recommend for the art. The story didn't hit me, but it's definitely... You can get the collected edition, even though it has a crappy cover. For probably not a lot of money, so...
Yeah. I mean, at least the interior. I mean, if you can find the original issues, definitely do.
Yeah, I haven't looked them up to see what their originals are costing, but you would think they'd be up there a little bit, being his first work. So.
Yeah, you can definitely see the growth over the course of the miniseries. Mike says if you look at old Protasio, he did the character standing in a borderless panel after this book. Yep.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
Yeah. That borderless panel thing, Well, he was doing a lot of stuff, man. Doing a lot of stuff that back then. Hey, look, it's Hex Allen. What's up, man? Good to see you. He says, hell yeah, I have all the long shots. You still talking about LONGSHOT? Well, we've actually been talking about LONGSHOT for about an hour now, and we're getting ready to wrap up, homie. But please check out the replay, man. It was fun. We're little low energy. Ink is a little tired, and I am too. But it was still fun, man. Please go back and check out the replay. Seth says mainstream 80s. I've mostly found very annoying till about 89. But like off market stuff, Faust, Dark Horse, and the like. Man, those indie creators did some amazing stuff back then.
Yeah, the indie books were really cool back then.
Well, Go ahead, man.
I mean, that's the old stuff that I would go like when because I wasn't into comics that much back then in the 80s, not until the 90s. When I was just starting high school and stuff, and after I really got in, I would go back, and that's the kind of stuff I would find in the long boxes. Digging through old Cerebus back issues, or anything. All that kind of indie stuff is what I would find, and that's the what with it, Elf Lord and all that stuff that they put out that wasn't mainstream. I found that stuff like way more interesting, and a lot of the underground Crumb stuff. And
well, you know why that stuff was getting made, right?
What do you mean? Why?
What back then in that time period in the 80s? The indie stuff was getting made because everybody was disillusioned with the mainstream. That was the reason why there was a booming 80s indie market. I mean, the Ninja Turtles.
Kind of like now, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm saying. So,
Very cool.
Shit happens in cycles.
Yeah, it's like always, all the cool stuff is indie, man. All the cool stuff is indie.
Ninja Turtles, The Crow, just to name a couple of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But, all right, y'all. I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us this entire time as we went through LONGSHOT. Oh, wait, we need to pick what we're going to read this next time.
I want to add Too Much Coffee Man to the list. Unless you already got it on there.
I want to say I put it on there, but maybe I did not. Let me grab a pen. Oh. Is that gonna work? All right. Too much.
And that might be a hard one to find. I'm not sure because it was definitely
it's a pretty obscure one.
Yeah.
All right. What else did we say during the show that we needed to add? Monkey Man and O'Brien.
Monkey Man O'Brien. Yep. Want to get that guy. Get that on there. What about doing some Allred stuff? Do you like Allred that much? Madman stuff?
Yeah, dude. I haven't read a whole lot of Madman, but I do like Allred's style.
What about doing his the X book that he did?
Oh, that X-ray book? Yeah, dude.
What was that book?
Ecstatics?
Ecstatics, yeah.
Yeah, the X-Men book.
It was crazy X-Men book,
Yeah, it was a pretty off-the-wall book. Yeah, okay, I'll add that to the list.
Dupe in it, that green blob that kind of flew around, looked like Slimer.
Okay, it's Ecstatics. Ryan. All right, and I got to set up.
Thank you, Reed. That's awesome, man. Says he likes my work. So,
thanks for hanging out, Reed. And yes, Inkspots is fantastic. All right. What are we reading next? All right. What are you? What you picking?
Man, I'm trying to decide. Do I want read some of them off here?
Okay. I'll start from the beginning. Gen 13 original miniseries. Sylvester's run on Wolverine. I'm guessing we would just do like the first little bit. Yeah. We could do like the first chunk. His first start on Wolverine. Stormwatch. Excalibur. I think I gotta figure out what that one is. Cross Time something or other. Yeah. Milk and Cheese, Crisis on Infinite Earths, Asgardian Wars. I think that's what Mike McMahon was talking about. Arthur Adams doing Thor.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Poster art book, Lady Death, the second half of Poison Elves, Headlopper, Batman versus Predator.
Which Lady Death book?
Chaos. Like the beginning. The beginning of Lady Death. Yeah.
All right, I'll pick that.
Yeah.
I'll pick Lady Death. I could read some Chaos comics.
Well, damn. I almost feel like I don't need to put a poll out. I mean, how am I going to compete with that? Shit. All right, let's see. Just to finish reading out the thing, Batman versus Predator, second run on Authority, J. Michael Straczynski and John Romita Jr.'s run on Amazing Spider-Man. Flaming Carrot, we just did Longshot.
Oh, Ramita's run on Spider-Man's good too, man.
Right?
Oh.
Dude, introducing all the spider totem and all that stuff.
When Straczynski
Yeah.
got there, the book, like, it was, he even, like, became a different artist, man. It just got so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Let's see. Yeah, you know what? We'll just. I was gonna pick Transmetropolitan, so I'll just toss that in there. Sorry, Transmet. I know you're gonna be a sacrificial lamb.
Sorry, Spider.
Oh, we gonna get to that one. All right. There we go. I imagine we will probably end up doing Lady Death, which is totally fine with me.
Yeah, if you guys want
Right.
to go and just vote for which book you want us to do in 2 weeks, and we'll, that's the one we'll do. It'll be awesome.
That's the one we're gonna do. Yeah, Transmetro. Damn. Fuck yeah, Spider Jerusalem is great. 3, yeah. Oh yeah, we well actually on one of our first episodes, Seth, we did actually I think it was our first episode. We did Poison Elves, the first part of it, the first
yeah,
chunk.
we still got to do some more of it, but such
Yeah.
a thick book to get through. So
Oh yeah, there's plenty of it. I mean, well, plenty I say. There's 80 issues.
I mean, I could go through like issue by issue of it. So,
Yeah, you are not wrong, good sir. You are not good. You're not wrong.
I mean, I love his artwork. Talk about artwork that is definitely underground, not mainstream. That he's really good.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
No, he was definitely, and he was definitely anti-mainstream back then. He did not give a fuck about what Marvel or DC or anybody was doing.
Yeah.
Six watching, vote.
Hey, Flying Feline, thanks for throwing my link to my website in there.
Yeah.
I do all types of freelance work, not just comic work. So, if anybody's watching, you need something painted, hit me up.
No, we haven't done Cry Dawn yet, but I will add that to the list because Joseph Michael Linsner is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Cry Dawn and Crypt of Dawn.
Dude, I liked his, didn't he? He did a Wolverine
Black Cat.
Black Cat. Yeah, I thought that was even cool. And he works with Copics, I think. He's a Copic artist.
Yeah. Him and Adam Hughes. All right. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Spider.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
So let's just go with that.
Yep. All right.
I mean, I know that doesn't hurt your feelings either.
Not even fucking remotely. I'd have been happy with either one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lady Death. We are going to do Lady Death.
And just shoot me a picture or something of which trade it is, because there's so many Lady Death books. So not sure
Okay.
which one.
Well, yeah. Let's see.
I think I've never read the trade. I always had like single issues that I could find here and there. So.
Lady
With Stephen Hughes art. Was that the artist? Stephen Hughes.
Yep,
right?
Stephen Hughes.
And he passed away, but he was an amazing artist. Holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah. Cancer's a bitch. Let's see. Lady Death. All right, Lady Death: The Reckoning.
The Reckoning. Okay.
Yeah.
Will do.
Yeah, that's the first miniseries for Lady Death.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, the the original Chaos Comics numbering system was a bit of here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
there was a lot of comics back then. Like, you didn't know if you were reading the first miniseries, or I would even pick up issues, and I would think they'd be in, like, the same story, and I'd have, like, issue number 1, and then I'd get issue number 2, and it was a completely different story. I'm like, oh, man, it's not the right one.
Yeah. They were bad about that, dude. They were bad about that.
I just remember seeing Wizard magazine that had all the Chaos comic people sitting on a table with Crayolas, and they were coloring in the pages for a Lady Death issue. They were coloring in like before how they used to do color back then. We actually just kind of, you know what I mean? They did like the color charts. So they were like filling in actual pages for it was like everybody in the company sitting there with crayons just filling in the right colors on the photocopied pages. Just for the however they used to do color. So that's kind of cool.
That's awesome. All right, yeah, I just confirmed it. Lady Death, The Reckoning. Let's see if I can grab a cover here. Let's see. Volume 1, paperback. And... oh, here's an Amazon link, even.
Woohoo! Trade paperback, $20.31.
That's great for a paperback. From 1997. And go ahead and share this. Chrome tab. And there she is.
Cool, man.
That's the cover. Classic Lady Death.
Right on. Well, I'm about ready to fall asleep in my chair, so.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for being here and participating. You guys rock. Hail, Edwin. Good to see you, man. I will be hanging out with you on Monday when we do a new book, Who Dis? And, of course, Tuesday, join me for Flying Felines Happy Hour Hangout on her channel. And then, of course, Tuesday night, Topic List on my channel. So I will see. We will see you guys. I will see you guys on those shows. And Ink and I will see you guys later.
Later, everyone. Thanks for dropping by.
Peace.